Okay, I've started recording.
Better lights in front now.
Yeah, much better. Yeah, today is May 8th, Friday. Thank God. Another 3 more weeks to the end of the circuit breaker. Hopefully, do not know if they will extend the circuit breaker or not. But at least the community case have fall to a one digit. Right, I think it's about 8 or 9 based on yesterday's report. Right. So what the meeting was it okay or just a friendly
No,
chat?
it was okay. It was okay.
Mm.
You know, a little bit of confession, right? I kind of enjoy the circuit breaker. Like now I'm used to it, and I get things done. I read a lot of books.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
need to travel. I save more money. I don't have any more hush buying.
Right.
Like you go into a camera shot. Shit, I want to buy this and that.
Oh yeah, you're so right. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And thank God, I don't buy a lot of things online.
So
I do have account set up. From time to time, if absolutely I need the equipment or the things I want to buy, and if I need to buy online because it's cheaper or because they bundle things with it, then I buy only a few occasions. I've not bought more than 10 items in my life online, you know,
yeah,
so which is a good thing. It trained me up to do that, right? Yeah.
but Michael, you must understand. In your whole life, you have not bought more than 10 items online, but you get other people to buy for you like thousands of items.
I couldn't recall really. No, because I'm getting old. It's not because I'm stubborn. It's because I'm getting old. Getting old is a very good reason. Very good forgiving reason.
I you forgot the GoPro 7 accessories I bought. We bought online. Oh,
I
no, you
thought
forgot.
I thought it's a gift from you. I thought it was a gift from you.
It feels like a gift, right?
Yeah, it
It's,
does. It does. It does. Because we don't see money transaction, you see. Right? Yeah, correct.
so you see, I went out yesterday. Less people is running. Less people in the market. I went marketing. Less
Oh,
cars on the road.
yeah, yeah.
So people are getting comfortable confining themselves.
Correct. Correct.
It's,
Correct.
we are habitual animals now. We are habitual.
Right.
You are here
Right.
a being. It's
Right.
once we get used to it. It's just like we travel. When you go Europe, right? Wow, the first few nights are terrible, hangover. The feeling of right
Yeah.
because of the what do you call that?
Uh-huh.
The time
Right.
zone, the
Right.
food.
Right.
I think you have to calculate back to Singapore dollar.
Mm.
Once you're there for the second week, you're there for 3 weeks. On the second week, wow, you feel so high. You're so into after
Right.
Europe. Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Then you have
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
come back,
Correct. Correct.
and
Correct.
hate
Correct.
coming back because you get used to it. So
Right.
we have been there. We've been this circuit breaker for 4 weeks.
Right.
On the fifth week,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
so we somehow okay. We enjoy it. We get
Right.
things done. For
Right.
me, I don't waste time. I
Right.
actually get books, read.
Okay. All right.
I plan the things I want to do and stuff.
Right.
So it's actually quite okay, and I hate to say, I have no more excuses to say, oh, I don't have sales. It's because of circuit breaker. The kind of shit.
But that's a valid reason, isn't it? Oh, it's circuit breaker. I can't do anything. What
So
can I do? Yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
next, the next what do you call that? Every salesman will blame on the pandemic.
Right.
It's because of this pandemic. I can't get sales. Nobody has budget. This is a kind of bullshit and excuses we always give to ourselves. Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
what will be the topic we are talking about today?
You were talking about, you suggested yesterday about being weird,
Weird.
somebody who is unusual, untraditional, whatever the definition is. All right. It sounds like that, okay? What is the meaning of weird person? The definitions of weird is relating to the supernatural or strange or unconventional. An example of weird are the witches in Macbeth, or another example I can give you is a weird is someone with 100 piercing in his face. So that is weird. Okay. All right. So it's up to individuals' interpretation because it can be used quite loosely, right? Weird, right? Some see it positive, some see it well. To others, may not be. All right. But there's always a two side to the coin. All right. So what prompts you to think of this topic, Casey?
Steve Jobs ad.
The one you sent about
Video.
his introduction to the Think Different to his employees.
Yeah, Think Different.
Okay. All right. Okay. That is a very good video. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So it is the to the crazy ones that ad, all right, that commercial campaign. Yeah. Yeah. Was that word used in the script? I don't recall.
The weird ones, the crazy ones, something like that. Yeah. So why don't you
No, I don't think that word is ever used in, but I think the meaning resonates with it.
okay, wait,
Right?
play
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah. Here's a crazy one: the misfit, the rebels, the round peg in the square holes.
Let me get the video out, we play so we can have a record what we
Oh,
people know what we are talking about.
okay. You want to share your screen and we can see it there as well,
Yep.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Let me get to YouTube first.
Yeah. Take your time. Take your time. Yeah. You know what, Casey? It might be an interesting project for us to do. Well, if I'm up to it, is to how can we make this ad one level better? You know what I mean? Right? Yeah.
Michael, you're weird.
Yeah.
You are weird.
Or how can we make it lousier than this? Now that is weird. Making it better is not.
You can see my screen now, I suppose.
Yeah. You
All
can
right.
double click. Next time you double click on the title bar. You double click. You double click on the title bar. You stretch. Yeah.
You mean what, this one?
No. Just now you move the screen. You hold the title bar, right?
Yeah.
You double click on it.
Oh.
You try to double click.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits. The rebels. The troublemakers. The round peg in the square holes. The ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. But the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Wow.
Right, I'm back.
Okay. All right. Okay, so the weird is never used in that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It relates to unnatural, it relates to unusual, unconventional, so on and so forth, right? Yeah. Mhm.
So I mean, the meaning is the same, like the crazy ones. Okay.
Right.
So let's get aligned with that. Tune with that, as we can use the word. Okay, the crazy
Sure.
ones.
Right.
What I want to discuss is you see, I have been labeled, right, as a crazy one since I'm young.
Is that right?
The way I do things, the way the way I handle things and stuff like that. When I say crazy one, people don't think I have mental problem. I mean, people always label me as creative. I in secondary school, everybody knows that hey, if you want weird ideas, go for Casey. You know,
Right.
yeah, something like that. And when I graduated in secondary school, everybody will be like looking at me and say, "Oh, so you're going to Temasek Poly?" That kind of thing. But in a good part of the crazy ones, I am weird in that good part way. You see?
Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay.
I'm very fortunate that I fall in the category that people sees me that wow, that's a creative path, equal weird, equal crazy. To many people, they don't.
Mm.
They don't. People see them as weird, period.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Okay.
and also my friend asked me, how do I have conversation like that with my friend before, like how do I grow up in this, how people look at me? Then I say, why you keep thinking that I'm weird? But I think that you are weird because I think I'm the normal one. Such a simple thing in life to see creativity, the colors, the clouds, the shapes of the clouds,
Mm.
the stars in the skies. But why you guys don't see it?
Mm.
When I eat my pasta, and I love pastas, and when you get the right sauce and the right texture of the pastas,
Mm.
I will eat with sound like this
Mm.
is really good. I will express it, and people think that, hey, what are you doing? Why must you make that sound?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. That
Right.
that is that weird to people, but to me, I'm enjoying my food.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's norm. Okay, a Japanese will drink soup in their country. They drink with right because they want to express that the soup tastes good.
Right. Right.
Singapore, you drink with sound, and it's like, hey, do you know it's rude?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going around the words of expression here.
Yeah.
Being weird is normal to us.
Right. Right. But Casey, how do you know at probably at certain age and you behave weird and then people see you weird? How do you know people are seeing you weird? Because they tell you.
Okay.
How do you know, or is it it's because of your own perception that when you grew up, you reflect on it, and I think they see me weird, but no one has ever said to you or your friends will say, "Hey, Casey, Casey, you are." I don't think we use the word weird those days. Casey, you are mad. Casey, you are I don't know different. Casey, you are I don't know. I don't know what words we use when we were young to replace the word. How do you know that people are looking at you from a different lens?
Okay, by conversation,
Mm-hmm.
they will look at me and the conversation is like, oh, such weird stuff. Only you can think of it. Yeah.
I see. Okay. All
Some.
right.
Now I remember when I was 8 years old.
Right.
This is very clear in my mind. I was drawing my school, primary school building, and I was painting it in a crayon. The whole thing is purple in color.
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher grabbed me on my arm and pulled me straight out of the room. Very, very excitingly. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Right.
excitedly. Then
Right.
he pulled me to the art club and said, "This is the student that you have to get." I remember that clearly. So I was in the art club in when I was primary two.
Mm.
Right, but I was kicked out of the art club because I painted the building purple.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, interestingly, the art teacher sees that the talent, the other art teacher sees that this is rubbish.
All right.
Got it?
Okay.
So it's a very interesting way, and I didn't choose my art path. I don't. When I was in secondary three,
Mm.
I was when I was primary six. I I I I was one of the students who painted a wall mural for my principal's office.
Okay.
Then
All
when I
right.
was secondary three, my art teacher invited me to her professional art club.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is kind of like, I didn't say teacher, I want to be in. Teacher say, okay, Casey, you should be there. That kind of thing.
Right.
Of course, once you reach the professional art schools, the whole thing just becomes really normal when the whole thing, everybody talk the same way and behave the same way. Right. Why I want to talk about this is because, right, I have people who can accept me as who I am, the way I think, the language I use, as the weird one, as the crazy one.
Right.
And I love your craziness.
Right.
But they will not be able to accept people around them, especially their loved ones. Sometimes at this time, sometimes that I do have people will think that, hey, I'm so weird to let my kids behave certain way. To me, what's wrong with that? Yeah. I swear in front of my kids. I don't care. Not that I want to learn how to swear. But the thing is, I don't want to stop myself from being so contained. That's all.
Right. Understand.
Disclaimer. Okay. Do I feel bad about that? Yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah. I mean, it's a subject that we can talk about. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So do you think that you are using that as a strength?
No.
Okay.
A way of life.
It's a way of life. Okay. All right. Now, if we play a bit of reverse psychology, what happens if you are not? How would life be different today?
If we are not.
What would be, okay, in short, what would be your second career if design is not on your list?
Seriously, a Grab driver.
Before that, I mean, Grab has only been in the market for only a few years. We are looking at, in that time frame of about maybe since you were college, if you don't pick art college or design studies, what would you be doing? That is a transitional moment, right? I mean, when you go for your upper studies or upper years, final year studies, it pretty much define what you're going to do when you leave school. So what if you are not in the art schools? What schools would you be? Will you study law? You study medicine? Would you study, I don't know, geography? What would it be?
I can't answer you this question.
Okay, all right.
I have my reasons, and my reasons would be, I do not know whether is it fortunate or unfortunate, but my life has been always around the arts.
I understand. So, you see, Casey, the reason I asked that question is because it will help me to illustrate my a bit of my thinking of what weird means. As a creative person, we think that we are crazy, we think that we are weird, we think that we are different from others. Okay, if let's say I look at doctors, do you think doctors are weird? Medical doctors, that is.
I don't think they are weird.
If they are weird, then patients will get into trouble. Is that correct?
I think they are assholes.
Okay, all right, understand. So they are not weird. Okay. Now, if let's say, you see, the word weird to me, all right, if I put into a professional context, you have designers, you have medical doctors, you have lawyers, you have politicians, you have religious leader, you have musicians, you have geomancers, you have geologists, you have psychology, the whole spectrum of the professional's career that you can find out there, down to the toilet cleaner, if you may. All right. A doctor can be weird. A geography expert can be weird. A physicist can be weird. All right. So he has his level of weirdness. We have our level of weirdness in our own context. Now, bring you back to where you were in your primary school. You started the conversation saying that you are very different. You are weird. Your friend will see you weird, but they also have their weird part that perhaps you didn't see or I did not see. All right, because they can grow up to be a medical doctor. The friend who says you're weird, but he is a medical doctor that reminds me of a movie played by Robin Williams, Adam Patch.
Yeah. Okay. I
Have you seen
remember
that
that.
movie?
Yeah, I watched that.
Is he weird?
Um,
Now, majority 99.9% of the medical faculty
things that he's weird. Yeah.
thinks that it's weird, right? Correct. Yeah. So he. Let's say Adam Patch meets you in primary school. He thinks you're weird, but you think he's not. But he is weird in his own way.
Okay.
So that's just a piece of somehow every profession have its own genius, I suppose, or his own talent.
Like,
Someone that sticks out from like a sore thumb. All right. I remember he says this though. He say he is a thorn among the bushes, and this thorn will never go away. Right?
okay.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah. So
Interesting.
Weird is not owned by just creative people. Weird is owned by can be is owned by anyone. All right. If I would have just imaginary, it's not true. Okay, making up this story. If I would imagine I'm having a dinner with a very close friends. All right, maybe a childhood friend. He is a toilet cleaner. So in the entire dinner, he talks about nothing but cleanliness. Now I find the conversation weird. I find that he is weird. He talk about cleaning, and cleaning is supposed to be a dirty subject, so to speak, right? Dirty subject. But he's so passionate about cleanliness. I mean, cleanliness is good. He always win award being the cleanest, for what he does, probably in the hotel or in any places so he always receive award. All right, and he find a way of cleaning that nobody did because he's crazy enough to push the human race forward. Nothing wrong with that. All right, a cleaner can push a human race forward. That's where I'm getting at. Not necessarily a big corporations like Apple. So weird is not or crazy is not a word owned by someone who is already famous that we know. A cleaner, my friend. Yeah, my friend Peter. He's a cleaner. All right. He find ways to clean the toilet. He's passionate about it. Definitely, in many ways, he has pushed the human race forward, right? Correct. And more important in times like this, we need more people like Peter. We need more weird thinking people like Peter. All right, to push the human race forward. Yeah. So if you look at the TV commercial, all right, here's the crazy ones. We The way I see it is that you have politicians who are weird, you have inventors who are weird, you have physicists who are weird, you have people who perform stunt like fly the plane across the English Channel whom think you are weird. I mean, you look at the commercial, you can name like all 10 of them, or I don't know how many are there, but right? Can be a comedian, could be Muhammad Ali is weird, right? Correct. So, so in a broader term, okay, the word weird can also apply to the very small unknown people on Earth doing great stuff. I think that is my learning from the word weird lah, right?
No, that's you know what I'm really happy about is
Right.
our conversation, right?
Uh-huh.
Getting into what I really want to talk about.
All right. Okay. All right.
Because when one thinks that you're weird, he never see how people see him as weird too.
Yeah. Does he care? Does Peter in that case does Peter don't care? Peter just talk about toilet hygiene
Exactly.
over dinner, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you see, I learned this from my elder brother one day, many years ago when I was just a kid,
Right.
and I commented about about my neighbor, the brother was such an asshole. I said that to him. Then he said to me, and he smiled to me and say, I know him, right? He said, yeah, I know you know him. He also said to me that you are such an asshole. Yeah.
Then your brother say, damn, I'm going to punch him on his face when I see him next.
So, no. So you see, the way I see him as asshole is the way he see me as one too. You got it? You see? So I learned not to judge how I see people, but to embrace them. Like you will understand why I see engineers weird. I dare to say this. I went to this program. I have to tell you, I do not have certain brand of a computer in my house because I said this thing, right? I don't want to mention brands and names, I said this. I said I will never ever own this brand of product because of the people behind it. Okay. The reason why I say that is because there are designers. They came to a presentation. This is the mouse. Our company has designed, and I hate the project. I hate it. I hate it. I lead the team. All right. You see, the amount of experience we put into this project is, you see, when we click this button, this cover comes out. The batteries are inside there. You realize the battery did not shoot up. That's what we had done, and it's amazing. And to me, I start to stretch my head. It's like that time we already have a Mighty Mouse that do not have any batteries inside that you need to put in. You just plug in and you charge like that. And why is this even designed? That is not under product design to me, to my ignorance of a lot of other things. So I find them really, really, really weird. So my judgment to that is like, hello, this is weird. This is not right. And again, they see me in another light too. I'm judgmental.
Okay.
My thinking is really way out, or ignorance or whatever. You see, I go through my fair share of all this. What I want to really clear it here is can we actually not push away the weirdness, the craziness of oneself, but embrace it, and the world will be a better place. The things will be creating much more in depth. Because humans take judgment very badly. When I say that, hey, another example will be quite interesting. You and I, we wear white and black t-shirts only. I wear white and black t-shirts only. You wear only black t-shirts. And every time I go for a networking meeting, right, I have my t-shirt, my jeans, and on a jacket. Everybody look at me and say, wow, you dress so well. I take out my jacket. Wow, you look so good with this. And you see, look at him. Look at Casey. He dressed so well. I look at I'm on the jeans and t-shirt. But if a business insurance guy came in with jeans and t-shirt, right, they're underdressed.
True.
People accept me that my profession, that is so cool.
Okay.
Why is it so? Why is it so?
Right.
So, I'm just trying to toy around this where a lot of people cannot excel just because they behave in certain way in their community or in their family,
right,
within their friends, and the words that other people use on them, they get hurt.
Right.
I mean, this is how it is now. Creative people think in a very certain way,
Yeah, I think every profession have its own
thinking.
thinking, right? Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Like I would not be able to accept engineers. Like I say battery things. This is under the engineering design,
Mm-hmm.
right? I hate the way they think.
Right. Right.
I've been into a lift, a lift where this A guy is a engineer for a lift,
Right.
and stand out there and say, I designed these buttons,
Mm.
way they work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What the fuck you tell me that for? I don't even get it.
Right. 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 Quite true.
Yeah. It's like you feel like slapping me, but many times, I feel like slapping him in the way that things like, Casey, why do you need this thing? Right? You spend thousands of dollars on these paintings. I don't need that.
Right. Yeah. But looking at the perspective of being weird, I think the world requires all form of weirdness to functions. All right, to work. Now, take for example, let's say Casey, you're a weird inventor. Let's say you reinvented the mouse, for example, the mouse of tomorrow. Very innovative, right? All right. But if we do not have a weird engineer, all right, then that product will not take off, right? Because we need the engineers to put something together, which is taking your abstract idea to a physical product. We need a weird software engineer to put some magic into the mouse, right? We need a weird marketing expert to see how we can market this, all right, to the world made of weird people and unweird people,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah. So some weirdness is good, all right. And how one see weird act another, all right, it is a very different. It's a very different ball game altogether. I do not know how others will see me. I do not. I know how I see others because it's me. All right. I know. Oh my God, this Peter who always talk about cleaning toilet. Every time I bump into him, he's weird. I'm trying to avoid him. All right. But society needs people like them to be around. All right. Oops, something.
No, I
Okay.
just want
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I heard a sound. I thought there's a message coming in for me. Okay, let me take it over. Yeah. So I think yeah, we need a world of weird and unweird people to work now. I guess that also give birth to uh what was that? The symbol of yin and yang, right? The light and dark, the plus and minus, you
high
know.
balance.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I think I find the yin and yang philosophy is very true around uh, our day-to-day living. Yeah, really. Yeah, from balancing our mind to the food we eat, to the way we react, to the way we behave. Kind of a balance of everything, and we need that balance sometimes to get. In fact, most times to get things done, right? So that is, yeah. I don't know whether I've contributed much about this topic on weirdness, but these are just very immediate response based on my collections of a bit of experience here and there, and mash it together, and and talk about it. Yeah, but it is an interesting thing that the ad that has given you so much of the Think Different campaign that has given you so much of inspiration. It is one of the most you know uh, um, effective campaign, all right, in a marketing scene, at least for this century. Yeah, it is right. It's so simple, and it's so powerful, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
I want to make a shout out about this, right? Is because of like how we see how we perceive the people. You see, like I would say in conclusion on this weird topic is it's quite nice that it's the weird topic, which is the real weird.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Uh-huh.
okay, you see, Casey, Michael, I accept you. You're a weird person. I like you very much and things like that. Wow, you're wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right.
But when my son is like that, no, you cannot. You see you know what I'm talking about here?
No, what about Evander?
My friend. No,
Huh?
I'm just giving an example.
Oh, okay.
I want my son to be weird. So I'm okay. I can accept that someone else is weird. I cannot accept that someone else is related to me. That is how I.
You say you want your son to be weird, is that correct?
Yeah.
Why would you want to impose that?
No. Okay, let's get back to what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. All right.
What I meant what I actually meant is we are not okay if the weirdness is happening to me, but I'm okay to see the weirdness of other people.
Okay.
I can accept that, but it's not okay for me.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
It's a very interesting thought that I have recently.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's okay lah. The food is cold, just eat lah. You're hungry, you eat what. My food is cold, right? Why is it cold? That is that attitude of handling things in this world. It's not just for the creative, of course, but it really happens to the creative side of it. You see? Like, well, Casey, you're so fortunate, you are creating stuff, you're a creative person, you're doing the arts and stuff like that, Then allow your son to do the arts. No. You see, can survive or not? For future or not?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant. So if people embrace that, right, the world will be so much more beautiful in the yin and yang, because there will be people who do the other part of the world.
But Casey, then how would you know that people are not embracing? You see, take for example, you mentioned a description about, Casey, you are I'm trying to recap what you say. Casey, somebody told you, Casey, you are a designer or you're an artist. Wow, you're good. Art is good. Then you ask him back, would you want your son to be an artist? Then he will say no. Correct. He can be weird in his own way. He can be the genius behind building the mouse, or I don't know, building a car that can fly that you do not know, right? So he has his own level of weirdness, right? Just that his way of thinking or his subject is not attuned to yours. That's all. Just like say the doctor Adam Patch is weird, right? Right. So he doesn't have to agree with you, or you don't have to agree with him. He has his own way of weirdness, right? Yeah. And he has his way of pushing the human race forward. So here comes, the father asking you who you are, and you say you're an artist, and then you ask the father if he wants to allow his son to become an artist when he grow up. Then the father says, oh, no, I don't want, are you sure he can make a living out of it, right? But that doesn't mean he's not embracing weirdness or creativity, right? He's embracing in a very different manner. I want my son to grow up to become me in my shoe, to become a doctor or engineer or politician, right?
And
correct.
Weird to
you
me.
see, it's very hard to I don't know. There's nothing wrong being weird. We don't have to go around telling people to accept who we are. We don't have to do that. It should be natural, right? Martin Luther King, because it's all played up by the ad. Martin Luther King will never thought of himself as weird.
Yeah.
Right? Because he is so passionate about fighting for the blacks. All right. He's just doing his work and he did it well. That's all. Same thing for Albert Einstein. All right, he's expert in that area of physics, quantum physics or whatever you call it. He just a master in that domain. Yeah, he never considered himself as weird, right? Yeah, of course, yeah. When we compared him to the rest of the kids, yeah, he's a person who can't even tie his shoelace, right? Yeah, people will see him as, oh gee, you can't even tie your shoelace, you must be really dumb, right? Yeah. So, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So I don't think Einstein see himself as weird. Yeah, he may not even see himself as a genius because these are people who already have that knowledge. They sometimes they don't. I do not know. It'll be an interesting thing to ask. Let's ask somebody famous today. Let's say who is famous today. Yeah, who is famous that you know? Can be any topic today.
Oh, Tukang.
Oh, the actor, is that correct?
Yeah.
Gurmit Singh lah, Gurmit Singh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you bump into him and ask him, do you think that you are weird? I don't think he thinks that he's weird.
Yeah.
I think if you are natural in what you do and you do well, you are not weird. Weird is a word that is given or labeled by others onto you. I think that's weird, right? If I use the word, oh, I see myself weird, then I don't think I'm weird, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it
Actually,
is sad. Yeah, it is sad that the world only recognize famous people, and whatever things you attach to the famous people, people can relate. Yeah, whether it's okay. Here's the non-crazy ones. Here, okay, change the script. All right. Here is the perfectionists, the misfits, the rebels, the round peg in the square. Blah 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 blah. Be perfect. Then wow, everybody be perfect, right? It still works, you see, right? So it all depends on. I mean, this commercial is very targeted, very geared lah to a certain group of people, right? Correct. That we can relate. Yeah, these are the people who can relate, Correct. But are they really crazy? Maybe not. I mean, it's a word. Crazy is a word that is very used loosely. All right. You can put anything onto it. You can. I was thinking of rewriting the script a bit using the word weird. Here's the weird ones. Yeah, and then I mean, it's a very nice challenge. Mentally, I was kind of playing with a few words in my head to see how it would pan out. But
can we do it in Singlish?
no, you can do. Okay, you can do a similar. Maybe for you, because I have done my invention. Because you say you wanted the idea for Kickstarter. So maybe you can take that script, you can use it wholesale, but change it to local famous people maybe, and see how it comes up with. It's quite interesting, right? Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's for the Xiao Lang.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, for your La campaign. Correct, for your La campaign.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Correct.
Now, the thing I really want to express about this weird topic, right, is.
All right. Oh, one more thing, Casey.
Yes.
Do you think that Chi Sun Juan is weird?
No, I don't think so. He's passionate, that's all.
Okay.
In a weird way.
All right. And he's trying to change the human race, right? Yeah. He's trying to change the political scene. Anyway, okay. So yeah.
So what I want to say, right, is in the coin there's always both sides, right?
Two sides.
You think I'm weird. In the other side, I think you are weird too. The way you think, because you think I'm weird because I'm not thinking like you. I think you are weird because you're not thinking like me.
Of course. Yeah. Pretty much that sums up. That's why topic like this is there's no conclusion. It can go on, and you will never find an ending to it. Right.
My conclusion. Okay.
Correct.
Don't argue with me.
Right. Yeah. Correct. Correct.
I learned from the master, assholes.
Who is the master?
You want to see the master? I show you.
The master is never weird, right? Yeah.
I show you. There is on my screen now. There's the master.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Amazing, right?
Is that a mirror you put in front of you? Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a nice topic. 45 minutes have passed and it's counting. Yeah,
Quite fast. Yeah.
yeah. I think you should take the script wholesale. Don't change it because once you change it, there's a lot of work. Things don't sync. You take the whole script and do a local version.
Anyway, we can get the music. That
The script.
the ad
I
just
huh?
music. The Apple thing different app, but just the music.
I can send you the audio. You want the audio? I can send you the audio file.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I will voice over inside the
You know,
Singlish.
Casey, this is what you can do.
Yeah.
You can find the written scripts in Google, right? The written
Yeah.
scripts.
Yeah.
Every line you put into a PowerPoint file, simple PowerPoint, and then you put a still image in there. All right. If you can put into a video format, then you pass to me. I will do. You can do a simple slideshow into a movie in PowerPoint anyway. Right. With the music playing behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
That means you come up with a storyboard lah. So once you come up with a storyboard, you know I can do the video for you.
Okay, Michael.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Have
Yeah.
a great day.
Okay. Take care. So we will connect again on Monday.
Monday.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. We have a break.
Yeah.
Weekend. Seeing you every day is weird, Michael.
Sure. Yeah.